Coach, you probably know what's coming. Is this a team that right now has enough passion, has enough nastiness in it to want to knock the other guy across from him on his keister and win some football games?
Well, we're going to find out, Jim. That's a great question. I think our guys, when you look at the game the other day, guys were at the game, Pete was at the game. I think early on we come out, the first quarter we're in a dogfight at somebody else's place. Guys are playing hard. We 3 and out them. We take the ball down and drive. We get stopped. They take the ball and drive it 10 or 12 plays or so, something like that. We stop them, make them punt, get into the second quarter, and within 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes or so, it's a 14-point swing. And you can't do it. You can't have a punt blocked. And, and the next thing you know, they throw a 2-yard pass for 86 yards. And you miss a tackle or a guy that gets clipped in the back that doesn't get called, but it's the way it works. And next thing you know, it's down the sideline, and in 3.5 minutes, we went from a dogfight to competing like crazy to 14 down. And then, we answer the bell a little bit and come back before half, drive it, and get a chance to get 3 points on the board and dribble the snapback. And so, okay, it's 14-0 at half. Guys are okay at halftime. We settle everybody down. We come back out. We're getting the ball. We go 3 and out. Go back out on the field on defense, and they make three or four critical third down plays. We get into third down 3 or 4 times in a row, and they make all of them, and they go down and score, and it's 21. So, then you're then you're living in their world. You got no pressure. So, I think our guys have passion. I think our guys want to win. I think we competed early on. We made 2 mistakes there that become really just critical errors. And one's a 2 or 3 yard pass that turns into an 86-yard run. Do I think that our guys still care and want to compete, want to win? Absolutely. I think it was evident in that game. But when you get to a point where it's 21, you're living in their world. And our guys still would come back and make it an 8-point, try the onside, we don't get it. Try to change things around. That would have been a true momentum change if we could have gotten that onside kick, but we didn't. And so you're in a battle, and you're living in their world. And you can never get them early on. We're all kind of just back and forth. I think our guys care and want to win, and I think they were working like crazy to win that game Saturday. We blew a couple that mistakes became critical errors. Huge. In 3 minutes, it's 14 points. And then, we don't get the 4th down. I think our guys are definitely competing. I think they went and competed in that game against a very good football team that, to this point, hasn't made any mistakes. And they haven't turned the ball over. I said last week, going in the game, I told our kids, I said, they don't turn the football, they turn it over. We couldn't get them to turn it over. I thought we did a great job. We went after him, hit the quarterback, got after the running back, stopped part of that part. And again, a couple of key third downs where the young quarterback came in and he made a couple plays. So that's kind of where I am with it. Again, I have a chance to watch the film and be around our guys, and I know who we're playing and where we're getting into and all those. So I'm a little bit, I think our guys are still into it.
I don't know if you were sitting back there when I asked Donald about the 3rd down and 1, 4th down and 1, and he said it came down to heart. That was the difference. And my question was, no one wants a stake. How can you not have enough heart to make that?
I'm with you. I believe that too, to some extent, but you got to step the right way and put your foot on the ground, and you have to use technique with your heart. If it was just heart, if just heart won games, you wouldn't need to play them. To some extent. I think that's fair, but I think there's some, as a coach, you got to put your foot in the right place, and you got to block the guys and all that stuff. The want to and the will to, that's a heart. Running into somebody as hard as you can is great, but if you're not lower than them, no matter how big your heart is, that you better have some technique when you run into them. So I'm okay with, I understand that question, and I think our guys have heart. I think our guys, were coming off the football there. Was our technique perfect on that play? No. We made a couple, choices there that we wouldn't like to not have made, but that's what happened. I mean, that's the game. Those are the plays you have to make.
Jon, is this, a lot of players have said, you have to do practice like you play the games. Is this team practicing well? Are they preparing well?
I think so, Dana. I mean, can you practice better? I've been doing this for 30. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Can you study better? Yeah. Do I think that you can sit and watch it? There's, again, I mean, to me, it's you go back in that game within. I mean, there wasn't a play we practiced more in the off week than the punt. Not one play. We spent more time on the punt unit than any other phase of anything we practiced. And we got a punt blocked. So, gave them all the looks, give them all the things, and at some point you have to do it. And we didn't do it. Now, but when you start talking about practice, I mean you can simplify it that much, and I guess that's the part as a coach sometimes, or as a teacher, that you sit and you give your you go over it and over and over, and you know what, we just must not have gone over it enough. But to sit and say that we didn't work on that play, I mean, we worked on that play more than any other play in our offense or our defense. No question. That play got more reps. Obviously, we need to do it some more. So that's what I can take out, and that's just on that side of it. That's just, that one play. So I think your question's fair and all those things, but you sit and you look at that, and we didn't have any punts blocked in practice for 2 weeks. And the first one of the game is blocked. So, I respect your question, and I think all of that's fair, and I think because I think all of us, what do we got to do better? Well, you got to go work. Well, I think we work pretty hard. I think I think if you look at if you take that one play, and think, well, what did we do wrong? We just didn't get her done that play. But I'm not going to sit here and say, we have to do it more. We must not have done it enough. So we're just going to go back to work and do it some more, and try to find a way to do it better. But I think our kids are. I've been pleased with this group. I think there's days that you wish they practiced harder. Or, I think as coaches, you're always nervous, Nelly. I think you're always a nervous wreck. Did we practice hard enough? Did we run to the ball enough? Did we, secure it? I mean, I think you're always, are we thinking about the game? Or are we reading the newspapers? Or are we not, I mean, you could go crazy with 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds trying to figure out if they're ready. I've said that before. So I think we're, do I get after them some? Absolutely. There's days that, I don't think we're wired in. But I get after them, and I think they respond. And as long as they respond, you have a chance. But to sit and say we're not practicing well or that's the reason, I'm not going there. I don't think that's it. I look at the one play that I know we spent more time on than any other play in the whole 2 weeks prior to this game. And it changed the whole game. And it's the most important play in football. So that's why, I was born and raised in it. I know that's what the most important play is. So I know how much time we should spend on it. And again, we must not have spent enough.
Coach, do you understand the frustration of some Penguin fans? These fans
Oh,
are
absolutely.
passionate.
And they should. I'd be frustrated. They ain't near as frustrated as I am because they don't work near as hard as I do. So, if they think they are, put in 18 hours a day for 15 years in this building, and then they'll know how I feel. So I respect it completely, 100%, and they should be. They should be. That's what this place is about. That's why I like coaching here. I coached at a place, I've said it before, I coached at a place where there wasn't anybody at a media day. Nobody came to this press conference. One guy might have interviewed the defensive coordinator, so I have no issues with it. I understand it, but there's nobody more, whatever the word is, than I am because I spend the most time doing it. So I understand it. They don't have any idea how I feel, or our players, or our other coaches. So, but I totally respect it, appreciate it, and I'm glad for it. Our job is to get it fixed and turned around here, and I still think we can do that.